Hello beautiful people, and welcome back to a very important episode which actually has two topics. One of the topic is I'm gonna give you players the best tips possible when it comes down to the VIT management, because due to the G.I.Joe 2.0 being active right now and you as a player would like to quote-unquote participate, but also you have dailies and far more things than this, you're definitely gonna need a couple of good tips how to approach this in the best way possible. And the second topic of this episode, yes, is gonna be Mr. Storm Shadow. I would like to address this hero from a different perspective, and this video is not just only for the players out there, also is addressed to the River Game employees, which, yeah, as you know, they probably took far too many lessons in how to implement RNG in pretty much anything, instead of taking some lessons on basic economics. But fear not, dear River Game, just watch this episode till the end, because I'm gonna explain you exactly the road from your decision all the way up to your potentially success, and you also will understand that you could have reached a far higher revenue and success if you would either simply listen to this or just get a new set of employees which can actually understand how to manage a mobile war game. So yeah, beautiful people, harsh words indeed, but you know what? This is the reality. So of course, let's start with the VIT management. And why is this topic so important? Because let me put now on the screen a message from Mr. Pascal, and guess what? They actually also have the Terra Aurora running right now, which is absolutely even more crazier on top. And guess what? For those of you which have Terra Aurora active right now, it's very simple to understand exactly where you should focus on, because if you have a look in the Terra Aurora store, you will not get an item like this for free. Here would cost you around $120, $130. In Terra Aurora, you can get that for free, among other stuff like skins, which are absolutely fantastic, and I'm still using them even though I have over 80 skins right now. So from this perspective, for those of you which have Terra Aurora running right now, there is no question about it. Full focus your VIT on doing those achievements, because those rewards are far better than what you're having in here. Good, but for those of you which do not have the Terra Aurora active right now, let me give you a couple of hot tips. So first of all, let's start with the hideout. And here you have to pay attention that this can only be done one single time. And therefore you have literally 3 weeks to do so. There is no point to hurry, and there is also no need to put this on the highest rank on your priority list. You have the time for that. And at this point, I would like to address also River Game, because I mentioned you are lacking some classes on basic economics. So in here you have a pack for $2.50 and a couple of other packs like the Alliance Vault. And if you would want to have a pack or an item to be as successful as possible, then this item must be very tempting for as many players as possible. And how exactly should that be when I have a VIT requirement in here? And the honest opinion is there should be 0 VIT requirement in here, simply because you can only do it one time, and getting extra rewards implies you have to spend money. So for the hideout, it should always have been 0 VIT requirements. But on top, yes, we have the rescue lab, which theoretically these are infinite rewards, because it's a matter of how much VIT you want to spend, and you can get some certain rewards. But here I would like to suggest you guys have some patience, because if you see the last 3 ones are giving you some super nice things like universal exclusive shards, you see decoration shards, you also see universal skill shards. And we are not quite done with this topic with the soldiers, because here is the deal, dear River Game. So regarding this Cobra outpost, you should have done minimum this. Diana should have been usable, in other words, have a less VIT requirement through Diana. But not just that, you should have also minimum cut the VIT requirements down to 5 points. But of course, you could have been far more smarter and actually add a symbolic value, which is 1 point of VIT requirements to do one single attack. And this is how you keep the players in game and give them an opportunity to enjoy, because players keep players logged in the game, but I guess you should have known this if you would have ever played a game in your life. So this is a topic regarding this Cobra outpost, but on top of this, of course, you have your radar, and I think by now you guys already are great in understanding that a lot of these quests in here are not necessarily worth your VIT, and you already are filtering these quests out by not doing them, so you definitely should do that. And of course, for those of you which are not yet done with the Odinium tech, yeah, you should definitely prioritize the Terras and do them every single day. And in the long run, dear beautiful people, you want to aim for 2 skins, and I think I mentioned this in a previous episode, not just those with the VIT recovery, but I think the most efficient skins are these 2. So let me go to the skill shortcuts and you're gonna find them. These 2, the Fluorescent and the Flip, these are the name of the skins. And you can gather VIT over time and prepare, especially for the Eternal Land, especially for the Terra Aurora. And if you get a chance to get one of those 2 skins, or probably both of them, it's actually absolutely super worth it. And here you see I have 140 flowers and 144 loving hearts, and this is the amount of VIT which I have right now available just in case I need it. So this is pretty much the topic regarding the extremely high VIT consumption, and let's hope that River Game finally understood the necessity in the future to heavily reduce the VIT requirements, especially in these collaboration events. So now I would like to enter the second topic, which is super important, in which we wanna approach Mr. Storm Shadow, but this time from a different perspective, because mainly this is addressed to River Game. And while this hero will show a certain revenue success, it's simply because especially younger players do not have access to Shinji and Striker anymore, and therefore this hero is kind of needed. But for other players which had a chance to unlock Striker or Mr. Shinji, Storm Shadow is not necessarily needed in order to be brought to 5-star, and you guessed it, it also needs the level 5 exclusive skill. So here is the short story. The old developer team, but also the new developer team, have received our feedback and request to get a hero special skill recycling tool. And while the old team actually agreed upon that, the new team said, yeah, you know what, we're just gonna do something else. But what both these teams indeed have in common and was specified is the fact they said, we fear that we will not sell the future heroes simply because the people can recycle their skills. So guess what? I'm a small exception here because I have obtained Mr. Storm Shadow for a simple reason, because I need this hero in order to make some videos, in order to help some players. But if I would not have this YouTube channel, I would have literally skipped this hero. I would have unlocked him, but you definitely would not have seen a single penny from me when it comes down to this exclusive skill, level 5. In other words, what you are fearing that players won't spend any money on the new heroes is literally what you more or less have right now. And this is not so super obvious, again, due to the fact that we don't have that many heroes with 2 rounds of the indestructible buff in Top War. But guess what, River Game, you're definitely gonna notice this far better once you quote-unquote implement your Brunhild 2.0. And there you're gonna understand that revenue, it's not only hard to keep it constant, it can also drop, especially if you do not listen to what the customers are actually demanding. So what exactly am I trying to say here? And I'm gonna be crystal honest with you, River Game. Would I have right now a hero special skill recycling tools, which I must say, it has to give me a 50, it has to give me a 60% back of what I invested in this hero. It wouldn't have mattered if my Shinji is a level 7 or level 5. I would have recycled Shinji's exclusive skill and bought some more skills in order to get Mr. Storm Shadow at least to the level 5 exclusive skill, which means, in other words, yes, you would have generated revenue from me, while right now, due to players like me having Shinji and Striker, they won't necessarily spend on the exclusive skill of Mr. Storm Shadow. So anyways, beautiful people, these were the 2 very hot topics regarding the high VIT consumption, with the tips to the players and also the feedback towards River Game. And also I really wanted to give this different approach regarding Storm Shadow to the River Game employees yet again. We're actually gonna have to see if this actually triggers some changes, yes or no. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to support what supports you back, beautiful people, which is, yes, it's me and it's this channel with fantastic videos every single day. By the way, yesterday I've uploaded a whopping 5 videos within one single day. And yeah, you can imagine in which state of mind I am today while fearing to open my Discord and the YouTube channel because there are tons of DMs everywhere I go. So beautiful people, yeah, subscribe, share this channel with your friends. Thank you very much for watching, and don't forget to see me in the next episode. Ciao, guys.